Hi, welcome to the flipped instructional session for Math 08B for Unit 209, Exterior Angles of a Triangle. Our objectives today are to understand why the measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the measures of the two non-adjacent interior angles, and to find the missing angle measures of a triangle. So with geometry, many times the math itself is not as difficult as some of the new algebra concepts, but what can be difficult is understanding all of the vocabulary. So I'm going to kind of go through this a little bit out of order, but the triangle angle sum property is just a fancy way to say that the measures of a triangle, all three angles, are 180 degrees. No matter the type of triangle, the size of the triangle, how big, how small, all three angle measurements will always add up to 180 degrees. A linear pair we talked about in the last flip session, but are there two angles that have a common side and the same vertex, and their other sides point in opposite directions. The exterior angle, let's talk about that, is an angle formed by two sides of a polygon, one of which extends outside the polygon. So what does that mean? So if we have a triangle, and this extends out, the exterior angle is out here. So we've extended one of the sides, and so this is the exterior angle. All the angles in here we just talked about, 1, 2, and 3, always add up to 180. And now it says, for the exterior angle theorem, the measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the measures of the two non-adjacent interior angles. So this exterior angle is equal to the non-adjacent, so it's adjacent to 2. So it's here and here, because that exterior angle does not touch these. So this exterior angle is the sum of angle 1 plus, that's sum, angle 3. So that kind of unpacks all of these definitions. Let's take a look. To prove that the sum of the interior angles of a triangle is 180 degrees, you can make copies and rotate the copies so that angles 1, 2, and 3 form what? So if we were to cut out this angle, then this angle, and this angle, and rearrange them and put them all together in different ways. We try all these different ways, but if we cut them all the way up and lined them up, angle 1, 2, 3, and it may be different, but when we line them all up, 1, 2, 3, they form a straight angle, which looks, so if we look at this, when we look at all of it together, it formed that line, a straight angle, and that is 180 degrees. So that helps us prove that the sum of the interior angles, 1 plus 2 plus 3, forms a straight angle, which is 180 degrees. So a lot of geometry is also proving our theorems. And so this is just introducing some of those ideas. Which word completes the statement? The exterior angle states the measure of an exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the measures of the two acute, adjacent, non-adjacent. So acute means less than 90 degrees. The adjacent means it's connected. So it would be connected to that exterior. Non-adjacent is not connected. So if we were to look at a triangle, and we talk about this exterior angle, and let's call this A, B, C. The exterior is the sum of B plus C. Those are not connected, so that's the non-adjacent. So let's take a look at a problem with some numbers. Given the figure, measure of angle 1 is 43 degrees. Measure of angle 2 is 87 degrees. What is the measure of angle 4? Well, using that exterior angle theorem, the measure of angle 4 is equal to the sum of the non-adjacents, so 43 plus 87. So if we add up 43 plus 87, we get 130 degrees. Given the figure, what is the value of x? So we have an exterior angle up here, 107. We have the two non-adjacent. So we know, given that theorem, that we're going to just call this exterior. So we know that the exterior is equal to angle D plus angle E. Those are the non-adjacent. So let's plug in what we know. 107 equals angle D, 51, plus angle E, plus 3x, plus 5. So now we use our algebra skills to solve. We combine like terms, so 107 equals 51 and 5 are like terms, so 56 plus 3x. We move the constants, those are just the plain numbers, move those together, so we need to move this 56, so we subtract 56 from both sides. So we have 107 minus 56, which is 51. We need to get x by itself. Remember, 3x means 3 times x, so we divide both sides by 3. So 51 divided by 3 is 17. Given the figure, what equation can we use to determine measure of angle 4? So the measure of angle 4, that's an exterior angle because it's outside the triangle. It connects to the triangle, but it's outside. It's the sum, so that's plus, of the non-adjacent, so the not connected angles. So measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2, which is A. Thanks for coming. Look at your Class Connect schedule for the flipped follow-up that goes along with this. You can also attend Help Lab, and I'm there to answer your questions. Thanks.